Hi, welcome to Chair Chats, the lifestyle talk show with a disability twist. I'm your host, Pauline Victoria. For many of us with disabilities, we live in the details. Sometimes the smallest idea or tool or even measurement can make the difference in giving us more independence. Ware-ologie Inc. is paying attention to the details in the fashion industry with their premier product, Buttons to Button. Today we have three of the co-founders, Gina Adams, James Martha, and Rochelle Osborne. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm always looking for a product that allows me to be more independent. And if I can combine that with also looking and feeling good on the outside, I'm all about it. So I want to hear about what Ware-ologie Inc. is up to, specifically with Buttons to Button, which is your product, which you're about to launch with your as your first product. And I wanted to know, what is that and what makes it unique?
So our first product to market, as you introduced us, thank you for that gracious introduction, is Buttons to Button magnetic adapters. And the impetus behind this, of course, was just witnessing the personal impact on my stepfather who had Parkinson's, and understanding that somebody as brilliant as he was, losing his independence to get dressed was really quite devastating. And the frustration that he experienced kind of inspired us to think about, well, is it, just my stepdad, and who else is impacted in a similar manner, and how could we help them just overcome this daily requirement, right, of getting dressed and undressed. So that's a brief history. And when we started our research, as it turned out, Parkinson's is just one disability that has a similar dexterity challenge. Thank you. That's right. But there's numerous other people, whether it's arthritis or MS, or people suffering from a stroke. Really, dexterity is a common ailment. And so
In daily living.
Yeah. So the idea of a magnetic adapter, so people can choose any clothes that they wish to wear. So whether they're going to a wedding or they're going to work, they can still choose something that makes them feel great. And magnetic adapters, as tiny as they are, we're hoping that they have a really big impact on people.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure this distinction was made with Buttons to Button, because I think for a lot of us, especially in wheelchairs, there's a lot of clothing options that we have to change our whole wardrobe because we're in a wheelchair. So you have to buy specific jeans for people with disabilities, or someone who sits in a wheelchair, or I have all my skirts made to fit me. But what I find beautiful about your product is that you can use your already existing wardrobe. It's not like you have to buy a brand new shirt to have, as an extra expense or an extra thing in your closet. Can you explain a little bit about how the buttons work with our existing wardrobe?
So basically what it does is it takes the traditional buttons down, like as Gina has here, and there's a clasp that goes under, there's a fretic steel part, and then we took a big button and put it over the top in the buttonhole, and then there's a magnet on top, and it automatically closes.
Nice.
So you can do any button size is what we're aiming to do, but right now it's traditionally men's buttons, but we are looking at doing all sorts of button sizes, because unfortunately there is not just one button size in the world, which we didn't know that when we started this. So we are looking down that avenue as well. But this particular product, though, what makes it so great is people can go into their own wardrobe, as you said, and they can use their own shirts. They don't have to go buy a Tommy Hilfiger shirt for $75 where they have the magnetic in the lapel that they don't really either A, want to spend the money, or B, they don't really like the style. They have their own style in their closet, so they can just convert. And again, they don't have to really do anything except for have a caregiver apply these adaptive buttons, which takes less than 3 minutes.
Okay. It's presumptuous to think that all people with disabilities liked exactly the same thing. So it's good because buttons to button allows us to be flexible and customize what we want. And so how much would a set of buttons cost, and how many buttons come in a set?
They're 20. We're shooting for selling them at $25 a set. And right now, how many come in a set?
9 out of the box. There are traditionally 7 buttons and on the front of a shirt, and then 2 on each cuff. So ideally, we'll be selling sets of 10 because we want to give people an extra button just so that they have that. But our current costs prohibit us from being so generous, and so we're going to sell 9.
And you guys are a young company, right? So this would be your very first product. So that means, are they available now? How can people get a hold of these buttons?
So people can go to our website, which is buttons2button.com. And we are taking pre-orders, which helps us get enough startup money, but with a June delivery is what our target date is.
Because you guys are just beginning, are you doing any fundraising or any sort of campaign to help raise funds so that way you can get the products out there and maybe develop new products?
Our crowdfund campaign that we will be launching in May, and that is going to be hopefully a huge success and an opportunity for us to not only share through video what our company mission is and how we're helping people, but also give people a chance to pledge. Through their pledges, we'll be providing a sample set for them, but also raising some pretty important startup funding.
What do you hope that the buttons to button will accomplish for people with disabilities?
We're so excited that we want people to be able to live autonomous lives in either one form or fashion or another. And if we can help people get dressed on a daily basis, because my dad struggled with Parkinson's for 20-some years. So to watch him, with the whole arm not being able to lift his arms and being able to put on a shirt and feel comfortable is just a great feeling. So, like I said, I think, we're a social company, but yet we know we have to make money at this. So that's what we're trying to do, and just empower people.
Yeah, like I think for the user, it's convenience of, being able to open and close your shirt on your own quickly and effectively. And that also just can help your mindset just by having just even like one less thing that frustrates you.
It looks like a small thing, a button, but it is huge. And I know for me, it would make a huge difference in making me feel, like you said, Rochelle, empowered and having dignity. Just because you're disabled just means you have to do things a little bit differently, and you found a way to allow us to do things differently.
We wanted to meet a physical need that we identified through our focus groups, but once we started putting together and realized that it's a little bit deeper, that it really does help people, as you said, I think it's regaining dignity. Like, I'm an adult, I want to be able to dress and undress, and that I've been emphasizing how easy it is to get dressed, but there's of course the yin and yang is people still have to get undressed as well. And one of James's friends, Todd, who has helped us with our focus groups, I did send him a set of samples the other day. He was really, I think I shared that story with you, Pauline. He was pretty open when we first demonstrated, and his words were, "Oh my gosh, I gotta get that for my girlfriend." And I was like, "Your girlfriend?" He's like, "I've been dying to undress her." And I think that he really, opened up this conversation that we haven't talked about a lot. Maybe sexuality and the fact that, of course he wants to be able to undress his girlfriend. And, it was really, I was grateful that Todd was open enough with that. And, we retrofitted some lingerie for him for Valentine's just to have fun with it. And I'm still waiting on the feedback. He hasn't given me any feedback on that product. That might be maybe a little.
Maybe you need to ask his girlfriend for the feedback.
Exactly.
Who knows? This product may expand into, non-disabled markets as well. Who's to say that, able-bodied populations won't take to this?
Thank you, Gina, James, and Rochelle, for bringing such innovative products to the marketplace. If you're interested in putting your pre-order in, please go to buttonstobutton.com or Ware-ologie.com. We also want to hear from you. What adaptations have you made to your wardrobe? What would you like to see from the fashion industry? Please comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and share. And if you'd like to see more products from One Leg Up Productions, please support us at patreon.com/One Leg Up Productions. Thank you, and be blessed.